the Sticks the Badger theory. Surprised no one's talked about it, so that's why I'm doing it. So, for Sticks the Badger, in episodes I've noticed that she's looked different in some scenes. Instead of purplish eyes, she had black eyes and she looked smaller. And in one of the episodes that made me really suspicious was she said, or this is another me from another universe. And she was looking in a mirror. And in the mirror, she looked different. And I went to look, see if there was anything about it. And of course, there wasn't. So I was thinking, why not I make one? Could be fun. So, that's what I'm doing right now. One of my theories is it is actually another version of her. Like in the mirror, she had to use it. They had to use a mirror. But they didn't use it after that scene, which made me really confused. So of course, I thought it was because it was Sticks. And all of them had a different version of themselves. They got scared from it and maybe decided not to do it. But who knows? In the other episode where I saw it, they had to jump off a boat, and she said, don't tell anyone about this, because I was not in a past life where I was underwater. She jumped, she was smaller and had black eyes. And an eagle kind of screamed. Get type of eagle type scream or something. And that happened. I got really confused and decided, yeah, this is where I am. Yeah, that's it, I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna go into more detail. But of course we have to start with the basics right now, of course. In it, she just was saying how her past lives, and I feel like each time she talked about how she totally didn't have a past life. So yeah, what I really wanted to talk about was how Sticks the Badger was always being really suspicious. Like in one episode, that I'll mainly focus on this episode, but for now, but she was saying this is either a mirror or a dimension to a different lifestyle. And then when she looked in the mirror, like the scene cut to her looking in a mirror, she looked different. How so? She looked smaller, like she looked not as tall, and her eyes were black. There was this uneasy music going with it. So that's when I was like, yeah, something's definitely up with this. So that's why I wanted to do this. Of course, it's not completely sure if it's true, but never know. Could be good info, because I went to look up anything about this theory. There was nothing on it. So that's why I decided to make this. In that, they had to collect mirrors for a thing. Don't exactly remember why, but they needed mirrors. And Sticks had a mirror. And then that thing I was talking about happened with Sticks. And then she said that. And later, when I was looking at the mirrors, Sticks' mirror was not there. So maybe they were all scared of it and believed it. So they decided not to use that mirror. It's definitely possible. But who knows? We may never know. that episode was eerie. Something felt off on it, but yeah. But that is one of my favorite episodes, and that's one of the reasons why it is. Just because Styx said that. I mean, like, it's kind of weird and sort of creepy, honestly. But I still found it really interesting. But, yeah, that's it. Yeah, but when they used it, all the mirrors broke. And why wasn't Styx's mirror there? But in that episode, all those mirrors broke. So maybe they were worried if that mirror broke, they would all go away. Because she looked different and they were scared maybe of it. But I don't know. We may never know. But never can be too sure. That's why I decided to talk about this. I thought it was really interesting. There's a lot of deep lore in that show. But like, people talk about Styx the Badger lore. I'm more here about, is she canon? And like, I try to look it up and I'm like, why is no one talking about this? Has no one noticed it? So I wanted to tell people about it. Yeah. But that is definitely one of my biggest issues with the internet. Some things in plain sight, maybe a little harder, they never talk about. But of course, you never know that. Because they say, oh sure we do, yeah we do. What do you mean we don't? But like, I still have that feeling that Styx the Badger has another version of herself. The next episode is gonna be coming up. In the other episode, the last episode I noticed it is the episode where Sonic had to face his fears by going underwater. And Eggman cut a cord that was giving him air while he was underwater. And someone had to save him. But only Tails and Styx were above him. Styx said, I'll go for it. But Tails said, but I didn't make you a wetsuit. Styx said, I don't need a wetsuit. So, of course, she went in. But right before she went in, she decided, she just said, I guess, this is not another life of mine. And when she jumped, an eagle type noise just went off. And like, it was weird, man. But like, and she did that, and she could hold her breath for a while. Like, I don't know how she did that, but like, she did, and it was impressive. But like, I also have a feeling it's connected. Probably isn't, though. Maybe it is. You may never know. Probably might be, might not be. You don't know. You never really know. But also, they tried to convince them that, like, I just don't know why they don't believe it. But of course, they just don't, I guess, and that's it. I mean, I could understand why they don't. It sounds dumb. And I hear how that sounds dumb. And, yeah. But, like, talk about it at least. If you're gonna mention it, talk about it. But of course, they didn't believe it, and they just believed that it was probably nothing. Even though in reality, it was probably something much bigger. Like, I don't know how sticks did that. But, like, you gotta pay attention in everything. That's what I do, at least. So, yeah. I mean, I understand why people would think that.